Hi, I'm Simone Elbow, HR strategist, and welcome to Ask HR, the place where you get answers to your burning HR questions. So we're just coming through, I'm hoping is the worst part of the pandemic. At least I think we're at the point where we're getting used to coexisting with this virus. And so when we have persons who are still looking for jobs and trying to advance their careers, you have some people who, fortunately for them, never stopped working, and actually people are finding work and out there and applying and doing all of these great things. One of the things that I'd like to give as a piece of advice for job seekers and persons who are on jobs and who are looking to advance is to have a career plan. This is really important because it shows hiring managers and HR professionals that you are being strategic about your career moves. So you would probably have heard one occasion where people are applying for a job, and when they're asked the question, what would you like to do? They answer that question, anything. So we already know that that's the worst possible answer that you can give on an interview. Well, when you're on a job and there are openings available on your job, for instance, and you start to apply for everything, or you see an ad in the paper for the new company and you apply to 2 or 3 of those vacancies that are on that vacancy list, what that says to an HR professional or hiring manager is that you're not focused. You're not focused about your career, and that you would essentially do anything. Now, I do understand how difficult this time is and that you need to make an income. I understand that completely, but we still can't allow that feeling of desperation to guide our career choices. When we think about the word career, it's more than a job. A career is a progression over time in areas of your interest and expertise. Now, you may have heard the expression or the statistic actually that people will change jobs and change careers at least 6 times in their lifetime. And that is very true. You can change your career. But the fact of the matter is, when a hiring manager or an HR manager or business owner looks at your resume, they are looking for progression. They're looking for progression that makes sense. So you can start off in entry-level positions, and you may move into other entry-level positions that reflect your interest. Then you may take another job that moves you perhaps into a supervisory role. Then you may move into a managerial role. And so when you get to certain points in your career, it should also be moving toward that next level for you. What is the next appropriate level for you in your career? Think about it as stepping stones or stairs or rungs on a ladder. You should be moving toward your career goals. And so that is what a career plan will do for you. You should be able to think about, what's my end game? Remember, Stephen Covey said in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People to begin with the end in mind. What is the end for you in your career? When you think about yourself at retirement, where do you want to be? And then you create your plan and you set your career goals so that you will meet them along the way. Those plans may include further education or training, other types of experiences. Perhaps you want to have a few years where you work abroad. Perhaps you may want to take advantage of these other countries that are offering you opportunities to work remotely from another country. Whatever your career goal is, make sure that it lines up with your end game. And so your resume looks like it reflects the thought process, the strategy of an organized and strategic professional. Tune in next time to Ask HR. I'm Simone Elbow, your host and HR strategist.